Hey everybody, Kenny Tate here again. Going to give you another blog post this morning. I want to talk about something that has made the news here, and we've all heard about a million foreclosures out there and all kinds of different things that are going bad in the real estate market. One of the things I want to talk about this morning is the power of social media and something you can do about the real estate market even without becoming a buyer or a seller. And what I'm going to talk about this morning, I'm going to oversimplify big time. But what I want to ask you to do is harness the power of social media and spread the word on something and just go out and make a difference today, because we've seen through lots of stuff here lately that with YouTube and Facebook and everything else, we really have the power to change the world. And you can do that, and you can make some noise, and you can ask some real hard questions of the people who have been elected to serve you in Washington and at all levels, and bring about some change. Because I'm going to, like I said, talk about something, and I'm going to oversimplify it a little bit this morning, but it will at least give you enough information to go out and ask the right questions and say, how come we can't do this anymore? You know, we've all heard about the housing crisis being caused by foreclosures. People are losing property, there's too many short sales on the market, drives prices down, which means more people are owing more than their house is worth at the time, so they decide they're going to do a strategic foreclosure or something of that nature, which further drives the price down, and it's kind of a never-ending cycle. I've been selling real estate for 19 years, and one of the things that we used to have in the old days, and I just barely got caught up on the tail end of it, was something called a non-qualifying assumption. And basically what that means is you have, somebody who owns a home, and for whatever reason they lost their job, they had a medical issue, something, whatever caused them problems, they could put that house on the market, and it could be sold as a non-qualifying assumption. What that means is that an investor would step in with money, cash, say, hey, Mr. Homeowner, I'm going to take over your payments. And they would negotiate a little bit, and they might give them a little bit of money for equity, but lots of times they just bought the house for exactly what was owed against it. Now, that didn't necessarily raise market prices, but one of the things it did was it stopped prices from sliding lower, because we didn't have lots of people who were way under the market. Now, from time to time, certainly people owed more than their house was worth, but as long as this investor held the house and made the payments, there was no foreclosure action. This investor could make any necessary repairs if that's what the issue was, put the house back on the market, sell it to somebody at profit. Most of the time what they did was they rented them for a number of years, and then when the market turned around, they went out at that point and sold the property, made a profit. Now, the problem in this scenario is I need you to tell me who got hurt. The homeowner didn't lose their home, so they didn't have a foreclosure on their credit report, so that didn't take them 7 years to re-establish themselves and be able to move on with their life. The investor got to step in, pick up an investment that he hopefully had an opportunity to make money on. Somebody made payments, so the banks didn't get hurt. So there really was no loser in this scenario, yet we can't do this today. And I kind of point back and say sometimes you have to follow the money. And I'm not a huge conspiracy theorist, but somebody out there somewhere decided, hey, we don't like this situation and we see an opportunity to do something. I want you to go out and Google something today and see what kind of articles you can find about MERS. That's the Mortgage Electronic Registration System. What you're going to find is going to kind of scare you, because this was created by Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and all the big giants in the mortgage industry years ago, and it was kind of along the same time of the elimination of the non-qualifying assumption. So lots of money at play, literally billions and billions of dollars at stake here, and in my opinion, we can solve the housing crisis very quickly if we reestablish non-qualifying assumptions. And how do you get involved in that? Take some time today, do a little research about MERS, decide that you're going to write your congressman, because we now have email and everything else. just write representatives. And it doesn't matter if you're here in Sand Springs, Oklahoma, or Tulsa, or anywhere across the country. If you pick this post up and you really want to do something today that might make a difference in this economy, kind of help people out, find out why people in Washington don't think non-qualifying assumptions are good for the market anymore. Just a little email to your congressman. Hey, heard about this situation. Tell me why you're not in favor of it. And if we all do that, we might make a little bit of a difference today. So do a little bit of research on this. I'm sorry for the oversimplification, but I think this is a powerful point, and one, if you'll latch onto it, tweet it, do whatever you need to do. Let's make this thing grow and get out there and go viral. And let's make a difference. We can stop some of this bad economy right now. We don't have to wait till November 2nd to vote for your Tea Party guy or this guy or that guy. Make a difference today.